Welcome back to Life with 18 Cats and the Armchair Cat Advocate. We're just doing another little impromptu live stream. Nothing major, nothing pressing. We just wanted to jump in here and just chit chat for a little while, talk to you guys. For those of you watching in the future, welcome! Yay! We were here. So we're just trying to we're testing this whole feature out to see what kind of things we can do, what kind of response we get for time frames. We're kind of trying some early morning things just to see if that works for some people, because I know different times of day work better for different people. We had a really good response the other day when we did this, and we figured today's Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hi,
Yeah.
Wanda.
Hi, Kim. Yeah. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Kim, people might be sleeping.
Oh yeah, they
People
might have
are
had
people
some
in our
fun last
office
night.
like, yeah, I ain't getting up to see these two crazy cat ladies.
Listen, we love Kim and Wanda, but not this early in the morning.
Yeah. I brush my teeth, everyone, so there you go.
Well, thank goodness for that.
Yeah. And Kim's wearing pants, just so
I
you know.
verified. Everybody, we're good. We're good. Gertrude,
Case,
if
yeah.
you're watching this in the future, I am wearing pants. Just letting you know. So, like I said, I apologize ahead of time if you guys get little kitties walking past, but I have got my phone sitting in my window, and they've got access to this little table right here, so they might go past back and forth, but, they're probably
Okay.
bigger stars than we are, so it's okay.
Well, and the issue with Mr. YouTube, because Mr. YouTube has many, many issues, as we all know. And one
Yeah,
of them is okay, so first of all, you can only do this split screen on a phone.
vertical.
Number
Yep,
one, we can't do it on a computer, which would be so much easier. And
right,
number two, we can't do it horizontally. We
right,
can only do it vertically.
yep,
And so we can't use our tripods because I have
right,
I have a little tripod too that would be perfect for this, but can't
yep,
use it. And
yep.
so Kim has hers leaned against the windowsill. I have mine leaned against the Temptations bag. So, so
Listen,
the person that donated the Temptations to me, thank you. It's coming handy.
so what is this, you ask? This is whatever the heck it ends up being. I mean, this is
With
just
Kim and
us
I, you
getting
never
in
know
here.
what's going to happen.
You never ever know
You
what you're gonna
never
get with
know.
us.
Yeah, you don't
We're gonna
know.
get some kitty check-ins. So where are your cats this morning?
Everybody's sleeping. I have
Are
Masu
they?
here. Let me see
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't we do a little kitty check-in quick for everybody?
if I can turn
Even if
him.
they're sleeping, people love seeing the kitties sleep.
I don't know if you can even see. It's really dark there.
Oh,
Can you see him? It's really
yeah.
he's like in the dark there.
Little pumpkin sleeping. You got any out on the balcony?
I don't know.
There's the Temptations bag, yay!
Yeah, there's a Temptations bag.
I suppose we could do a little kitty check-in on this end too. Because that's what a lot of people are here for. They're here for the kitties. Not, I mean, as much as we love each other, and I love ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're here to see the kitties. So let's do some kitty check-in, guys.
Well, I'm sure Fury will be coming over too at some point.
So this is where I've been forced to lean my phone. Is right there in that spot right there.
Mhm.
And we have a standoff right now. We have Tiny Whiny and Mittens. As you can see, they're just, yeah, that's gonna break out really quick. Hey guys, can we do the break the line of sight? Come on, break the line of sight. You're okay. You're okay. You okay? All right. So there we go. We got Mittens. We got Tiny Whiny. Okay, whiners. You know what? Just don't do that. Don't do that. Come on. Be nice. Be nice, guys.
I'll
And
walk
we've
out
got,
here and see if I can, if
okay.
the balcony will let me use my Wi-Fi, because
Okay.
that might be a slight issue.
Okay. Then we got Princess. While she's doing that, we'll check in with these guys. We got Marcel. We got
Who do we
Sherlock
have?
and Tater Tot. Oh, is that Fury?
That's Fury.
Oh,
There's
Pumpkin.
Fury.
Look at him.
There's
Look at
Fury.
how
Huh?
many. Look at how much kitty time you guys are getting this morning. Oh my goodness. All the kitty time.
Oh, he's doing
Look
the
at him.
buoy. Are you
Oh
gonna do
no,
the
he's
buoy
doing the
roll?
buoy thing.
He's gonna do the buoy roll that drives Kim nuts.
No, it's not that's not him. Fury, don't listen to her. It's not you. She's weird. Look at him being all buoy. Do you see
Yeah,
how
he's all
funny that sounds?
buoy. Look how booey he is. But everyone loves
know.
to see him be booey because he's a celebrity kitty and he's got a swell head
Oh, that's
now,
so cute.
don't ya? I just opened in the window. Yeah, you got a big head, don't you? Because you think you're special, boy.
Oh, he is a
Yeah.
special boy. Who else do we got here? We got Feline. Hi, Feline, Feline. Hi,
let
pretty
me
girl. Hi, beautiful.
let me
We
move
got
here.
Oswald. Oswald, what's on your head? What's on your head? You
Okay.
got fuzzies on your head. Yeah, your Wi-Fi is gonna break up, Wanda.
Well, let me see if I can do it. Let me see.
Oh, there's
There's
Lucy.
Lucy.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, little Lucy. Oh, so cute. Speaking of Lucy's, look at we just have both Lucy's. Or Lulu. Lucifer, Lucy. Look at
See
Lucifer
if
and
I can get
Lucy.
it up.
Oh, Tora.
Oh, there's Tora.
Little sweetheart. Hi, Tora.
You want to come in
Is it nice there right now,
or
weather-wise?
not?
Hi,
You want to come
Hazelbud.
in? It's
Yeah.
kind of warm and muggy.
Yeah,
Warm and
it's
muggy right
the
now.
humidity is kicking up here too. Doodlebug.
Come in. Yeah, I don't know. I
Hello,
think
Amber.
is why breaking up. I think
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
breaking up a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Amber.
Yeah, I'll turn this back.
Perfect kitten.
No, Lucy, you can't come in right now. You don't like to come in anyway.
And I got Big
Yeah,
Gira
Lucy
screaming at
doesn't
me.
like Lucy gets scared
Hi, Gira
when she's
boy.
in.
Are you yelling? Do you want to come out? Do you want to go into
Oh,
the kitchen? Come on. Let's go into the kitchen. Ready? We're flying. Yay,
here she
flying
goes.
kitty. Oh, look at him. I know,
Here we
Gira.
go.
I know.
No,
We're
you're
going, we're
not
going.
going outside, Rogue.
Come on,
No,
come on.
no,
Here you
we're
go.
not doing outside.
There you go. There's Big Gira. I'm going to turn the light.
There's
There
Rogue,
we go. Oh,
but
there's
not right now.
Gira.
Yeah, look at him. Like, I'm gonna go lay on the balcony. Are you gonna be a good boy? All right, I'll let you lay on the balcony. Because that mean lady isn't around.
Hey, Rose. Hi, Little P. Are you drinking water, honey? Good girl. Yeah, it does.
Out. Come on.
There you go, guys. We gave you a little bit of kitty time. Yay, kitty time. Oh, look at the babies out there. They're so cute.
Look, you can go by Lucy. She's not going to do anything to you.
Hot figures.
That's his girlfriend. And sometimes, see, I hate to say this, but sometimes Lucy gets a little bit aggressive.
Oh, well, it happens.
Yeah, sometimes Lucy. Come on, Rogue. Come on. We're in the middle of a live stream, dude. Come on.
They don't understand. They don't care. What do they say in Hollywood? Don't work with kids and animals. Hippos.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we've officially lost control, Kim.
Listen, we always lose control. That's what makes us fun.
Come on, out. Go on. I'm gonna turn this back.
There we go. Hi, Princess. Princess, that's my cord, honey.
Right.
No. Gira's
I'm gonna make
screaming at
sure I
me
don't get
again, and I'm
anybody's
not sure
tail in the
why.
door. That's always a concern.
What?
Getting a
What's the
tail
concern?
in the door.
Oh, no,
I'm
I
trying.
know. I know.
Getting a tail stuck in the door. Come on, watch out, Fury.
So speaking of tails indoors, I have a new one for you. So my microwave is built
Okay.
into my kitchen, right above the stove.
Yeah.
And one day I was throwing something in there, and Gira was standing on the stove. Well, I wasn't paying attention. I
Oh
went to
no.
shut the microwave. Well, his tail was in there. Anybody else? Anybody else ever shut their cat's tail in a microwave door? I mean, come on, tear. See, hey, you're gonna end the stream, honey. Stop. Hi, I'm coming to you live from my cat's tail. How are you doing? Anyways, so any big plans today, Wanda? Oh my God, Sadie, Tater Tot, Sadie, Sadie. Any big plans today, Wanda?
Not really. I'm just
No.
gonna stay away from the craziness
You got
because
you got some craziness going on over there.
yeah, you know what's gonna happen. I mean, we're gonna
I
have
know.
there'll be fireworks and all that kind of stuff, and people and
Right.
cookouts. I mean, it's early yet because I'm in Pennsylvania, so it's about 20 after 9, and
Yeah.
so everybody's still in bed. But once they get up and get going, I know there's going to be grills and
Yeah.
cookouts and all those kind of things. So,
So
but
now, how do you handle that now? Because I mean, obviously, I have my cats, and they're all indoors though. So you have cats that are outdoors. How do you handle things like the holidays like this with all the outdoor cats and how they react to it?
well, they actually just hide. They
Yeah.
all have spaces where they hide. I don't know where everybody goes.
Okay.
I have, like you saw, the little shelters out on the
Yep.
balcony that they can go into.
Yeah.
They're actually going to have to be, some of them have to be torn down and then rebuilt toward winter time
Yeah.
because those are insulated. They have straw and warming mats in them. Obviously, like today, it's probably in the 80s and it's getting humid. That's way too hot for them to be in there.
Right.
Excuse me. So Lucy will actually, and I did a little short video of the Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood
Right.
was playing on it, and you see Lucy underneath the steps. That's where she stays. She goes like underneath the stairs
Okay.
and gets right up against the fence, and no one knows she's there.
Right.
So she hides there. I know we have a couple of old sheds in the area that they get into. I mean, they find nooks and crannies, and they
So
hide out.
is that what they do for like Fourth of July too? Because I know that's a huge concern for a lot of pet owners is the whole Fourth of July
Yeah,
fireworks and stuff.
yeah. Well, mine when I first brought Rogan, because Rogue was an outdoor cat. He
Right.
was, I don't know what his story was, but he came to me as a stray, and it
Right.
was kind of obvious that he was used to being out an indoor outdoor cat because he was fine indoors, but he also wanted to be outside.
Right.
So he was terrified of fireworks. He used to go under the chair and just because that was back in 2020 when people were getting the stimulus money and people,
Right.
I mean, there's fireworks. People were having fireworks like every night. Oh, and here he comes now. Hey, bud.
Are
No, you're
are
gonna go.
fireworks legal in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, they they are, like certain ones are, but then you also can't set them off within a certain distance of your
Right.
houses and things like
Right.
that. But
Right.
people still do.
Right. So like I asked that question because one of the things that I learned moving to a new state is Missouri laws that mean you can't drive 5 feet down here without running into a fireworks a
Hmm.
building. These are not just stands that pop up in the summer. These are literally firework stores. They're buildings that are everywhere. Hi, Deshaun, how you doing? Thanks for checking in, hun. Um, but they're everywhere. They're stores. They're just actual stores like anybody else, like a Walmart. We're doing good. How are you doing, honey? um, so it's weird because they're all legal here. Now the rule obviously is you can't light them off within city limits. Nobody
Hmm.
follows that rule and the authorities don't enforce it. And I'll tell you what, I've got the Nextdoor app and I have to shut it down right around that time because it's insane the amount of it's like notification after notification of somebody complaining because of all the fireworks getting set off in town. And last year I even had the people across the street going crazy with these fireworks. And my cats were fine until they did that.
Hmm.
And then I was like, okay, that's enough. And I ended up going outside and yelling at the neighbors. So, do you like cats? Oh, we love cats. We love cats here.
Yeah, we're crazy cat ladies,
Well, we are. We are
and we
definitely.
and, and we own those titles.
Yep, we do. We are proud of it. So, yeah. But thanks for being in here and thanks for checking in. Um, but yeah, so I was just curious. I mean, I obviously listen. I'm still learning the difference in rules from state to state because it's funny when somebody said, if you know my history, I'm not sheltered,
Hmm.
but at the same time, I kind of am because when you live in one state your entire life and you don't experience anybody else's state for that for 40 some years, it's a culture shock when you move to a new state and you find out that the world doesn't operate the same way that you're used to.
Yeah, they changed the law in Pennsylvania with fireworks. Like they were, I think most of them are illegal now. I don't remember exactly what they, but I do know you cannot set them, or you're not supposed to set them off close to occupied buildings, or well, any building, like in the, like the city limits thing, what you're saying, and people still do. And
Oh, yeah.
my cats have gotten, I think my cats have kind of gotten acclimated to it. Rogue
Right,
doesn't really seem to mind anymore.
right.
They don't like it, but he's not under the furniture like he used to be.
Well, that's good.
So,
I, what do
but it's city, and city's not a good place.
you, right. And it's, you're right, it's not. And I mean, so there's a lot of things in Missouri that I question a lot when it comes like, because um things like panhandling laws. Every state has a no panhandling law. And so I'm used to being in a state where that's strictly enforced. And then when I moved down here, I found out that not all states enforce that law because it's not enforced down here. It is not.
Yeah.
So I don't. So at first, I moved down here and thought that the homeless population was just a lot higher down here because of the warm weather. But it turns out that that's not the case. It actually just seems like it's a lot worse than it is in other states, simply because nobody's regulating it, nobody's enforcing the laws, nobody's enforcing the rules. So they're just more apparent, like out there, invisible.
Yeah. We have
So
well, we have panhandling. I don't know the specific laws with it because
right,
because we it's not a big issue.
right,
So, I never bothered to look into it. I mean, you have people, like, we have, like, a lot of places, we have a huge homeless population right
right,
now.
right.
Housing crisis and everything's going on in
Oh,
Pennsylvania. And so we do have people that will ask for money, but and you see the occasional person standing along the road with a with a sign saying, "I'm homeless, need
right,
food,
right,
please give money," or something like that.
right,
But that isn't. It's not like how you've described that. It's not on every corner.
right,
It's it's here and there. It's not a common occurrence. I mean,
right,
he sits here, but it's not. It's not like you drive a block and there's somebody, and you drive a block and there's somebody else. It's not that
right.
kind of
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. That's what I mean. It's kind of weird one state to the next how they enforce things. I mean, and I know it's off topic. It goes off on a tangent, but I was just kind of comparing just the whole. They have laws, but they don't enforce them. Kind of like the fireworks laws. And I know that a
thing.
lot of people are concerned about that when it comes to their pets. Is how do we handle people that are that get a little out of hand out in public and out in our neighborhoods when we have outdoor cats and colony cats that are out there and being affected? How do you handle that? I mean, there's really not much you can do except for just keep your eye on things and make sure nobody gets hurt. Because
Well,
down here, you can call the police. You can literally call the police on Fourth of July, and they placate you. No joke. They placate you. They're like, okay, well, thank you for reporting that. We'll have somebody out there as soon as we can, as soon as we have somebody available. They don't send anybody. Nobody comes out. They literally just dispatch is trained to just placate everybody that calls in on Fourth of July, and I'm just like, really, really, we're placating 911 calls now. Go
well, and here's my issue with that. So, get on my little soapbox for a minute.
for it.
We talk about all these things right now, all these, the diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Right,
But yet, with fireworks, there are people, like, I have PTSD. There are
right,
I'm not a veteran, but there are veterans with
yeah,
PTSD.
yeah,
Where the animals, like, I have my cats. Three of my cats are emotional support animals. People have
right,
service animals, and even pets. Just your companion animal. But it's okay to set off fireworks that are disrupting people's lives,
right,
basically, because it's triggering for them, it's upsetting for
yeah,
them. No one's batting an eye,
no,
but there's other issues where it's something minor, like, I don't know, somebody says the doesn't say the exact PC thing, and
right,
boom, you're in big trouble.
right.
So I just that kind of all that kind of just like, okay,
I know.
well, maybe we need to be a little more consistent if we're going
Yeah,
to be compassionate maybe compassionate to everybody and not just certain people. Let's
right.
just try
No,
that. Let's just try
how
that.
about how about just be compassionate to, yeah, to everybody? How about
Yeah.
we just? And I mean, but I mean, I get it. I kind of get it. It's a very difficult. It's a difficult fine line to walk Because
Mhm.
how do you, and I hate to use the word placate, but it kind of works in this. How do you placate everyone? You know, how do you make everyone happy? How do you conform? You can't. That's the thing. It's a very difficult fine line to walk. I think if everybody just used common sense and just, I don't know, common courtesy more
Well,
often.
with fireworks, there's displays all over. This is
Oh
kind of the thing, like the fireworks. So we have a baseball stadium in the
yeah,
city, and they'll have a huge firework display. There's other parks that'll have firework displays, and they're in a controlled setting, number one, so it's safe. It's not like some random person setting off firecrackers by some, buildings on the street.
right,
I mean, I've seen people set off firecrackers in the middle of the street, which is insane.
right,
But if you have it in a controlled setting, okay, first of all, it's in a controlled setting. It's by people that know
right.
how to use pyrometrics. Is that? I think that's a word.
Pyrotonic, pyromet, I
Pyromet,
don't, I don't remember what it's called.
it's pyro something. It's pyro something
Pyrotechnics,
anyway. Pyrotechnics.
pyrotechnics.
Yeah,
Thank you.
pyrotechnics.
Whew,
So,
that hurt my
so
brain. I need a nap.
people that know how, people that are trained for that,
Yeah,
they can set the fireworks off safely. Everyone enjoy the show. It's really
right.
nice. Plus, you also know, okay, this is when it's going to be.
Yeah,
These are the times it's going to be. If you're living in that area, then you have the option to, you can do
right.
something. You can get your, if you have soundproof, if you have the, not the soundproof, but the earphones that are the, block out all
Noise
sound.
canceling ones. Yeah,
Sound cancel, that's the word, sound canceling. You can use those. You can go somewhere. You can,
yeah,
go somewhere, maybe to a friend's house that it's in a more rural area or something. If you have that option, there's things
right.
that you can do. Maybe go to a
Yeah,
movie theater or something.
I'm not against
Yeah,
those controlled convert. I mean, I go to those. I go to the
yeah.
fireworks shows. I
I'm
enjoy
not
those.
against
I
them
love
either.
those. Um, the problem is it's not the actual controlled settings that concerns me. It's the irresponsible people in neighborhoods that do it. Morgan strive with a lot of cats you can't, but with mine I comfort them when they are disturbed by loud noises and eventually in time they ignore it. It seems they learn to ignore outside noises. And you're
Yeah.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Morgan.
Mhm.
I think the concern comes in, and you, yeah, and you're absolutely right about that. With a lot of cats, you can't. Mine are pretty good. I mean, I have, like I said, I've got 19 here, and mine are pretty good. It's just like when my neighbor directly across the street started doing it last year, that's when it got too close and too loud and too disturbing. Otherwise, mine are pretty adapted, but I know there are people out there that their animals aren't very well adapted to those loud noises. So that it is upsetting. So I was just curious as to what Wanda, what the consensus was. Hi, Mittens.
Yeah.
Mittens hasn't said hi yet. Hi, Mitt Mitt.
Oh.
Hi, little Mitt Mitt.
Mitt, Mitt, are you okay? Are you
Yeah, Mitt
okay?
Mitt, he's not okay. He's not. He's not okay today. Like he just wants to be lovey. This is Mitt Mitt being buoy. Now I have a Mitt Mitt in my lap. Hi, Mitt Mitt. Hi, honey boy. Hi, honey boy.
Yeah, I think Rogue's laying under the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rogue
Hey,
went
hey, hey, hey,
underneath.
hey, be nice, be nice, be nice. And I think, and I just want to say, Morgan, I think it's great that you comfort yours, that you take that time to comfort them and try to make them comfortable and get them to a point where they can like at least acclimate it to it. So yeah, good for you. Good for
Yeah.
you. Yeah, be nice, be nice. Hey, don't posture for Marcel. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. No, he doesn't care. He doesn't think you're tough. This is the problem with petting Mittens, and I'm going to share this because obviously cat channel. Hey, we're going to share things. Um, when I pet him, because he has like the more aggressive alpha male attitude, when I'm petting him and another male is around, like Marcel or
Hmm.
even Sherlock, any of the males, when I'm petting him, he gets this attitude of, "See, mom's petting me, haha." And then he starts doing this aggressive stance with them, and he just tries to get like poke the bear. It's like, Mittens, stop. Just stop. He just like is basically walking around the house going, haha, like a child. Mitt, that's my skin, honey.
Mind
It's the
you,
danger season.
mine do that too. They do. I mean, they'll actually hiss at each other
Yeah,
sometimes. They'll be, yeah, yeah. They will be very aggressive towards. I want time with mom,
yeah,
and They, one will want to be brushed, one will want to be petted, one will want to be played with, all at the same time.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I don't have that many hands. I'm not an
Right.
octopus.
Right.
I can't. I wish.
Yeah. So you balance it as best you can. You're like,
Yeah,
okay, we're
yeah,
taking turns, guys. I know you don't understand it, but when it gets to be your turn, you'll be okay with it. I promise.
yeah,
Just be patient, guys. Be patient. I know, and it's difficult around here when I pull out the brush because like I pull out the brush and everybody wants to be brushed at the same time, and so they start
yeah,
like headbutting each other and getting mad at each other because one's getting brushed and the other one wants it. So it's like I have to be very like I don't know. I have to be very careful with it so they don't fight.
yeah,
But it is a source of aggression sometimes when I get the brush out. It's like that's supposed to be a happy time. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take a couple cats into the front room, shut the door, and I'll start brushing them for a couple minutes, and then I'll let them get out, and I'll bring a couple more in, so that they're not like sitting there
yeah,
battling for attention. And that
yeah.
seems to work.
I even see that with the outdoor cats, with the colony
Yeah,
cats, because
yeah,
the colony cats, they get, they don't get as much attention, obviously, because they're not in here all day with me. They're
right,
outside.
right,
So when I outside, and as soon as oh, you saw what happened when I walked out the door.
right,
Everybody's like, oh no. And Lucy, what I'll do is I will sit in the doorway with them and pet, Lucy, which I could do if my phone, if my Wi-Fi wouldn't kick out back there, because
right.
so I'm having phone issues, folks. Main phone, my main phone after the last update. So the volume on the camera is really, really low now. And
Yeah,
I called my cell phone provider and said, hey, can you kind of, help me with this? So they did a soft reset. Well, now
yeah.
things are just worse. So I'm probably going to call them back and say, hey, I know, I'm not saying anything bad here
Right.
or pointing fingers or trying to be a Karen, but I really need my phone and
No
people can't
offense
hear
to
me.
any of our Karens out there. We love you guys. We didn't do this. We
Yeah,
are just going with
we didn't
what's
coin that
socially been
term.
done.
We didn't
Spatula
coin the
Fallout,
term.
having Memorial Day, any plans? Our plans actually today are just to just relax and kick back and just, yeah,
Yeah.
no real big plans.
I think when you have, and this is a good point, Kim. This is a good time to point this out. When you have, okay, so folks that watch, I don't know how many people are new here, how many people
Right,
are subscribed to your channel and have already,
right,
know your content. But basically, Kim's whole premise of her channel is she has 19 cats. The title's 18. 19 was a bonus. That's another story. You can go check the video out on how she got
yeah,
the 19th one. But she has this channel that she started because she was frustrated by not seeing anyone else like her on YouTube that she could relate to. Because
right,
let's face it, the content creators out there, they have like the standard number of cats. Most of them have between 2 and maybe 4 to 6 cats.
right.
That's pretty standard.
Yep,
Maybe between 2 and 8 is probably pretty standard for
right,
most people.
yeah,
Once you get past 8, then it starts to get a little tricky.
right,
And the fact of looking at, and I'm the same way. I mean, I would be looking at these content creators and they have these beautiful homes and
yeah,
nothing is scratched and there's no cat hair and there's no puke and there's no, the litter boxes are always immaculate and everything else. Like, well, that's not real. That's not real at
mm,
all. I mean,
no,
I've had to basically change my whole life. I mean, my apartment looked a
mm,
lot nicer before the
yeah,
cats because
yeah,
I had to take things down and put it away so the cats wouldn't break it. So, the thing is, but when you have this amount of cats, like Kim has 19, I have indoor cats, but then I have a colony
yeah,
of community cats, what some people refer to as feral, outdoors. And so for me as a colony manager, today is, holidays are just like any other day. I mean, I
yeah,
don't get a day off,
nope,
Easter, Christmas, whatever.
nope,
I can't just kick back and go, yep, taking a day off, going to stay in bed all day. I can't do that because the
no,
cats are looking for, the cats will need their
yep,
food, they need water, they need to, have everything upkeep, they have to have their litter boxes changed, all that stuff.
right,
So
I mean,
I
it's just
mean,
like having
yeah,
kids. It's no
yeah,
different. There's a
yeah,
responsibility that goes along with it. You can't take the day off just because it's a holiday. They still need to
yeah,
be fed. They still need to be taken care of. The house still needs to be cleaned.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah. Oh, Callie, God bless you. Oh, God bless you too, hon. Thank you for checking in. And Heike's in here. There are at least one with 20 plus cats.
yeah,
And you know what? Here's the thing, Heike. And nowhere in any of this am I saying, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm coming off as I am the foremost authority. I am the, I am the whatever. Um, I was just very frustrated, like she said, with the only things I ever saw promoted anywhere were these Hollywood mansions with all these cats in a pristine home, or else it was hoarders. There was never anybody representing, at least as far as I could see, and if there was, it was very few. Nobody was representing that middle ground where you're doing your best, you have a house, you're taking care of your cats, you're taking care of everything, and everything is okay. It's not a perfect house, but it's not a hoarder house either, which is why I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally go ahead and just listen to everybody and start this channel because it is frustrating. And I'm really glad to see how many people are out there that feel the same way as I do, and they have homes like I do, where you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this, you guys. Here, I am all about. Let's just put Kim on blast. Hang on. I'm gonna turn my camera around. I'm gonna show you guys a few things. So this is my great grandmother's buffet hutch, and I know there's a glare on it. This is what my cats have done to one of the legs. This is my great grandmother's buffet hutch. Okay? Again, my house isn't perfect, guys. It's not. If you look along the edges, look, hairballs. Want to know why? Because I have 19 cats in my house. Is my house perfect? No. There's hairballs and stuff on the little furniture. Why? Because they use it. Here's Fleen, and if you look at my couch, which needs to be cleaned off again, I have to do this multiple times a day in order to get this off. Why? Because my house isn't perfect. My couch is getting shredded, top, bottom, and center. So, for anybody out there that might feel bad about the situation in their house, here's my thing. All the things I'm showing you right now, this hair does not make my couch not functional. It doesn't. My couch still functions. I just have to clean the hair off multiple times a day. And like I said, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start the channel because you have cats, you're going to have cat hair. And anybody that tells you otherwise is trying to sell you something because that's just the reality of it. And I'm not ashamed of it because I love my cats. And I know, Wanda, you have a lot of the same issues in your house. Is your house perfect?
not at all.
No, it's not. And
No,
you know what? That's okay, guys. That's
yeah,
exactly the point we want to make. It's okay to not be perfect, guys. It really is. Factual fallout. Who is the kitty behind you? Go pick one. I don't know which one you're talking about right now. I don't know who you're referring to. I'm trying to set my phone up now so I don't have to hold it. Okay. Oh, look at that. And it brightened up. Yay! Um, there's a lot of kitties behind me. I'm not sure which one, hun. Give me a description. Oh yeah, and by the way, Wanda, cats are great mousers. They are, and I'm just gonna, and this is one of my soapboxes. I just want to point this out, just because I'm always wanting people to be on the lookout for this. I don't know what kind of area you live in. If you live in town, especially if you live in town, just be real careful with that because one thing that I bring this up not to make people feel stupid, but because I literally had never thought about this until it got brought up to me. Um, if your cat's catching mice and killing them and like actually like trying to eat them or whatever, be real cautious because if that mouse had been at your neighbor's or somebody else's house previously and ate decon, mouse poison, and then got to your cat and your cat now ingests that, your cat is going to ingest whatever the mouse ingests, and that's including poison. So just be real careful about that if you live in town, especially. I don't think it's so much of a problem if you live out on like in farm areas or whatever. But yeah, in town, it's really something you want to watch out for. So just be real careful. Don't, if you catch them with the mouse, get the mouse before they actually start ingesting anything. Yeah. So just a little word of warning, just a PSA. The more you know, right? Dun
yeah.
dun dun dun. Yeah.
But
I
they
don't
are
remember how
they
that
are
music goes.
great. I mean, they are great mousers. I
Yeah.
have, I'm in an apartment and they take care of all the rodents around here. And I've already talked to my landlord about that because they were putting out sticky traps
Oh,
and the cats. The I have a little black one, Abracadabra, and she is a great mouser. and she was walking around with this thing. And I went, what the heck do you have in your mouth? And it was a mouse stuck to a glue trap.
Oh my
So
god.
I contacted my landlord and I said, look, I said, there's a woman here that has a dog. I have the cats. I have my indoor cats that one goes outside. He likes to go outside and lay on the balcony. The other ones are completely indoor. But then one out of those, the ones that are indoor, one does go out, but he goes out in a harness. So I have control over him. But yeah, you have to be careful. You have to be
Yeah.
careful of that. And also, they can ingest parasites through
Yep.
eating, mice and
Yeah.
uh, having the outdoor cats especially having fleas and things like that. So if you can treat them, if you can get hands on them and treat them for fleas, or that's great.
Yep. Yep. Definitely. Yeah. So, oh my god. The floor was not a good idea this morning. Listen, I'm getting old, people. I'm getting old, and the floor is not always the best idea. Oh, there goes Silva. Hi, Silva. She's the elusive one in the group. Silva, what are you doing, honey? Are you just oh, you're not being cool? Are you just trying to stay cool? Cutie pie, you know? Babies. Ginger mast. I just have little catnip mousies that my cats loves. Smelly cat bread from Walmart. They love. Oh yeah, I've got. You know what? I actually have a couple little catnip mice too. The ones that you can get from Walmart.
Hmm.
That's awesome. Nice to see you, Ginger. Thank you for stopping in and checking in with us.
Yeah, my
Okay.
Niffler likes these. He likes the caps off of
Oh, did they
the.
see?
Yeah, I mean we have caps everywhere, and periodically I will sweep them up, but I have to be careful that he doesn't see me doing it because he has a fit. If I'm sweeping up his bottle cap collection, it's not a good day. It's not a good
Right.
day at all.
Blank slate. Are you guys on TikTok? I don't know about Wanda. I have a TikTok. I post on there sometimes. I'm not on there very often, but I do have one, and it's the same name as that's on here. Are you okay, Hazelbud? Are you okay? Little Copper? Yeah. And but I'm so scared to ask. Guess
Yeah,
what?
I see that too.
I'm terrified. I see. Guess what? Listen. As
Yeah,
long as it's okay and appropriate, feel free to share. Be appropriate though, guys. Be appropriate.
yeah,
It's our too early in the morning for craziness. Besides the cats.
yeah. We already have some subscribers that have the crazy handled.
Dare to be different. I planted catnip last year, but the cats are all plants. I'll try again this. Oh, they ate them all? Yeah. And that's what we were talking about that the other day,
Yeah,
Wanda.
yeah.
I was saying how I can't put catnip. I'm not growing catnip outside. If I grow catnip outside, I'm gonna end up with all the cats in the neighborhood at my house, partying it up outside, and I will never get a bit of it to bring in the house.
Now my friend grows catnip.
Yeah.
She's out in a rural area, and she grows catnip, and catnip spreads, and she has this huge stand of catnip. It's really amazing, but she doesn't really have a lot of stray cats in her area either. Oh,
Do you
look,
see this? Do you
it's
see this?
it's Kim's emotional support cicada making a
I hate
special
you so much,
appearance.
Wanda, right now. Do you see that? It just landed on the window while we're talking. I'm like, are you joking me right now? Look
Did
at
you
that
get
thing.
did you get some
Look at
dental
it.
floss yet to fashion a little leash for
Shut
your?
up. I'm not doing it. You guys are crazy. Yeah, no, I can't. I'm so over these things, Wanda. I'm so over them. I hate them so much. God, I hate them. I'm just every time I turn around, there's one on my window. That's on my door. They're everywhere. I'm just like, no, stop.
No, Kim even has her own. She's even developed it's going to be a new trend. It's called the cicada dance, and it kind of goes like
Nope.
this.
Yeah. uh-uh. I'm growing some oats in a pot. I hope the cats like it. Oats, really?
Yeah,
I've
probably
never heard of that.
oatseed grass. Oatseed grass.
Oh, okay.
Probably that because that's usually the mixture of the grass, like what I have here.
Right.
It the when you get in the pet store or on Amazon, usually it's a mixture of wheat, wheat, oat, and I think there's another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
if that,
great. See, you have that bowl there, right? Like I
yeah.
said before, I tried growing some one time, and that bowl, if that was in my house, that wouldn't exist. Because they literally, like, four of them got on. I set it down, and like four of them attacked it, and it was literally gone in a matter of seconds. And that bowl. Yeah, I can't believe that you have a bowl just sitting there and it's not just absolutely devoured. Because that would not. If I set that out, it would not last more than 2 seconds in my house.
Well, I have three of this size, and I have a smaller one sitting
Right.
around. And yeah, they're pretty good about it. I mean, they snack on it. But so Dare to Be Different, if that's what you're talking about,
Yeah.
I'm sure your cats will love it because my cats go nuts with this stuff. And if that isn't available, then they go in the bathroom and they eat my spider plants.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
need
I've been
spider plants, Wanda.
yeah.
I need spider plants.
Spider plants actually I looked when at one point when I was looking up plant because I love plants.
Yeah.
And I had to get rid of a lot of them when the cats came in, or I just didn't replace ones that died.
Right.
But I wanted to make sure that everything was non-toxic.
Right.
And my friend who's had cats for years and years said, well, spider plants are like a definite one. So I looked
Yeah.
into it, and it turns out that spider plants actually have like a mild, they kind of affect like the catnip has. So they can get a little buzz off of it. So you have to kind of be careful when you give them spider plants because some cats will react to it and they'll get sick. But other, I mean, it won't hurt them. It'll just make them give them an upset tummy, which isn't pleasant. But it's not gonna,
Right.
it's not a vet visit. Let's put it that
Right.
way.
Right.
But you have to be careful because does give some cats a slight buzz, so it's good just to give them control what they get. Now my cats don't seem to have a problem, so I just let him chew on them because they chew it down. It's like cows
Yeah.
in a pasture. They chew down
Right.
the grass grows back up. It's not a
Right.
big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I have aloe plants and I have the philodendron or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Philodendron. Somebody told me it's not a philodendron, it's something else, and I don't remember what they called it. A pothos. Pothos. That's what it is.
Pothos, yeah. I have
Pothos.
those. Yeah.
So I have my pothos and I have my aloe vera plants. But what I did, for those of you that have never seen this, I mean, you can check out a lot more on my channel. But what I did, because I know that this is things that I don't want my cats getting into, is I made a suspended shelf in front of the window, and then I took my pothos plant and I hung little hooks up from the ceiling, and then just draped them across there to keep them all up and away from the cats. Yeah. Because I know some people are like, those are bad for cats. Don't let the cats get them. No, don't worry. I've got them. It's all suspended from the ceiling so that they can't get into them and they can't reach them and they can't get sick from them. So I didn't
Yeah.
know any of that stuff until recently. Listen, I'm learning too, guys.
I don't really have an issue. The few plants that I still have left, I don't really have an issue with them chewing them. I
Right,
mean, I think because it's like for every no that you give your cat, you give them a yes.
right,
So if you say no, you can't have this plant, but you can have this one.
right.
So they're okay with that.
Yeah,
And plus they have enough stimulation. I mean, it's like Kim's place. We don't even have it's not even our homes anymore. It's the cats live there. We just kind of rent. So I'm
yeah.
like a double renter.
I bought,
Rent
a,
from
I
my
bought,
landlord, rent from my cats.
I bought $170,000 cat house.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hi, Tiny Whiny. Are you sleeping right here, huh? Little sleepy boy. Look at how cute you are. You're such a sweet boy. Yes, you are a sweet boy. He's such a sweet little lover. He's my gentle giant. My big old Maine Coon. He's just looking around right now. Let me see.
Aw.
There he is. There's that face. Hi, handsome boy. uh, so yeah, hi, Doodlebug. Doodle doodles. So yeah, so like I said, we just wanted to jump in here and just say hi to everybody, say good morning, say happy Memorial Day, kind of talk about what our plans were. And I know Wanda has Wanda's in an area where she has the issue of, she's got colony cats, she's got outdoor cats, and then on a holiday like today, you've got people that don't really think too much about the world around them when they behave certain ways. So I kind of wanted to get a take from her as to how you handle that. How do the cats handle it? What happens? So that maybe if you guys are dealing with some of that same issue, we maybe talk
We
about it.
have a well, we do have a question. It says, do
Okay.
you all have any certain pairs that don't get along?
Okay. No, I don't see these questions, Wanda. You're seeing more than I am.
Yeah, blank slate says, do you
Okay.
all have any certain pairs that don't get along? I know you do.
Yeah, I have a couple of little issues around here. I have, for the most part, mine all get along just fine. I do have my bullies, which is Oswald and Mittens, and they do have a target, and that's Bagheera. So I've had to make accommodations around my house where I have a screen door. If behind me here, you'll see there's another room. That's the cat playroom, and there is a screen door for it that I keep shut so that at night Gira can go in there and he has the whole room to himself with his own litter box, his own food, his own water, and that keeps him safe and away from Mittens and Oswald. And then during the day, we just kind of shift things around all day long so that everybody has time here and there and everywhere, and nobody has to have a fight. So we just make accommodations, but that's really the only big uprising. Otherwise, everybody else gets along just fine. How about you, Wanda?
Yeah. Well, I have the only real issue that I have minor skirmishes too, but the only issue that I have that's kind of ongoing is I have a little female. She's the only girl in the house. I do have a female that is lives in the colony, but I've trained her to come in and out. So, but she's not in here all the time. But the little one, Zuki, she was born outside, was outside as she was 6 months old. Brought her in. She's very, very anxious. She's very anxious, very fearful. It took a long time for her to settle down, and she does get picked on by her brother and by my Fury boy, who's a big fluffy boy. And but what she's learned to do is she does a certain kind of little like when they're picking at her
Yep.
because she knows as soon as she says that, I'll hear it and I will say from the other room, "What's going on?"
Yep.
And as soon as I come into as soon as like if I'm in the living room and I come into the kitchen, there's the boys and they're like sitting back, like I didn't do nothing. She's
They're like,
sitting there
oh.
like, I told you. See,
She's like, I
all I
told
have to do is go.
mom.
But the thing is that she can be a little, she can be a little mm, sometimes
Right.
about it, and she's learned that she can also get him in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll sometimes just do that. She'll just do that little eek, and I'll come out and then nobody's doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
She's instigating it because I've caught her a couple of times instigating things, which I think is really hilarious. And I'm not, I think it's hilarious, and the boys deserve it because they pick on her so much.
Oh yeah.
But there's nothing like there's no outright aggression. I haven't
Right.
had any outright. The closest I've had to that is I had a foster cat last year that just he wanted I don't think he had been socialized to other cats. I think that was the problem. And he was trying really hard to be friends with them but didn't know how because he wasn't really aggressive, but he would try to get in their space. And I mean he's like he was really socially awkward. He didn't know how to interact with them. And because he didn't know how to interact with them, he was getting a very defensive response.
Right.
So I eventually had to just call the rescue and say, "Hey, do you have somebody else that can take him because it's just not working out here. He's just I'm afraid it's going to escalate, somebody's going to get hurt." So
Right.
that was probably the closest thing that I had to full out aggression.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, you think about it, how many cats Kim has and how many cats that I have, and I have colony cats. They have some colony cats that'll come in and out. They'll come in to eat dinner and they go back out, or they'll come in during bad weather. So yeah, and everybody pretty much gets along, but I think part of that too is they're all from the same colony.
Right.
So we have a couple comments here, Kim.
Okay.
Morgan Strife says, "Cats help keep unwanted visitors away. You know the old cat saying, you're a friend, we're family. They
Yep.
like you, but they love us. You're a
Yep.
visitor, we live here. I grow the spider plants in water." Yeah, my mom when I was a kid, I know my mom used to grow spider plants, and you can grow pothos in water too. I
Right.
actually have a pothos growing out of my aquarium, and it's huge. So, and then we have another one. We have blank slate says, I have 11 ranch cats,
Oh,
indoor, outdoor, 9 boys and 2 girls. The only two that don't get along are the 2 girls. They've lived together for 6 years and still can't stand each other. Hey, but they're like people. They have the same
yeah.
kind of, I think, and I think this is something that, this is, okay, so let me get on the soapbox, Kim, because I love
Okay.
doing that.
I know.
I think, and I'm pretty sure you're going to agree with me with this.
Maybe.
The
Don't
thing
get ahead of yourself, Wanda.
I think you will. I have
Okay.
a suspicion you're going to agree with this.
Okay.
The one thing that always makes me cringe is when somebody says, "I got a new cat," and the other cats won't accept them. And I said, "Oh, what? How did you introduce him?" Well, what do you mean? I just brought the cat in and just let the cat loose.
No.
And yeah, and I'm thinking, okay, well, there's your problem now. See, I mean,
Yeah.
just look at it from a human perspective.
Yeah.
This is my space. Kim's
Yeah.
house is her space.
Yeah.
If somebody just, if somebody just walked through Kim's door or my door
Yeah.
and said, "Hey, I live here now,"
Oh, hell no.
you know,
No.
I mean, and this could be potentially someone that you would, like Kim and I
Right.
are good friends. But
Yeah.
if we had had that kind of introduction where we were forced to
Yeah.
interact, we may not be friends.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to
Right.
look at it like, you can't just throw them together because
Right.
cats are very, like, Morgan, yeah, Morgan said, they work off of smell, they work off
Right.
of being familiar with each other. They
Yeah.
they form like loose kind of prides like lions
Right.
have.
Right.
This is that's their structure.
Yeah.
So when you just pick up, go, here's your new
Yeah.
friend, go have fun. That's not
Yeah,
going to work.
you can't disrupt the hierarchy like that.
Right.
And on the flip side of that, which you're right, I do agree with you, Wanda. You can't just throw two cats in a room together and go here, sink or swim. That's not fair to the cats. It's not fair at all. It's actually very harmful to the cats. Now, with my situation, I have Bagheera, Mittens, and Oswald. Now, here's the thing: Mittens, and Bagheera and Oswald, they all came at different times. They were introduced through an introduction period, so it's not like they were just thrown into a room together. And they all actually got along for the first couple months. They were fine. It was after a few months, it was like something switched. I don't know what. I'm not a cat. I can't ask them. And I have asked them, but they won't tell me. They're keeping it a secret. Um, but something happened, and I don't know what, that made this whole like shift in the hierarchy happen. And now I have what I have. So you can introduce them the right way and still have issues.
Hmm.
It's just like people though, like you said. Some people just don't get along. It's like oil and water, they don't mix. And you're going to have that problem with cats. But blank slate, if they don't like each other, but you've found a way to manage, just like I've found a way to manage things around here, hey, do what you do, man. My sweet little black female cat is the boss of all 10 of my other cats. So fascinating me. Listen, girls rule, man.
Yeah. Black, black cats are magic. That's what
Yes,
I'm going
they
to
are.
say. Black
And
cats are
it's a black
magic.
female too. So I mean, you can't
Right.
mess with that. You can't
I,
mess with a black female in their cat community. No.
yeah, I mean, my abracadabra is the same way.
Yep.
She's sweet. She's one of the community's favorites. Her and
Mm.
Fury are kind of like neck to neck right now, as far as, we have Team Fury and Team Abra, but she can be quite the little yuck,
Monster. Yeah.
when she wants to be, and it is not always. Um, Sometimes it's difficult because
Yeah.
she'll go up and she'll swat somebody.
Yeah.
So yeah,
She's not afraid. She's not
yeah,
afraid, man. She's
no,
not
she's
scared.
not.
She's not scared. She's not scared to tell everybody what's what.
I mean, I had a foster cat. He got adopted about, what, 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and his name is Valentino, and he's on the Armchair Cat Advocate. We
Yep.
have his story and the person that adopted him. And he was really just the most mild-mannered cat, really nice. Didn't I mean just the best temperament
Totally chill.
cat. Yeah, totally chill. You know, you could do this cat just to give you an idea. So this cat had injuries on all four paws. His
Right,
paws literally were ripped apart when I
right,
found him.
right,
He had was missing nails. I mean, he was a mess. They weren't even sure if he was going to make it.
right.
So we got him. I got him. Went for a rescue. The rescue looked at him. They worked with me and him. I took care of him. I did the medication and everything. And even with his paws being that bad, and I had to literally clean those paws out every
Yep,
day with chlorhexidine, which stings. It's a real good
right.
disinfectant, but it
Poor
stings,
baby.
and I had to I cleaned those wounds out with that, then put an antibiotic ointment on it, and it was all four paws, and I had to do it twice a day. He would scream. I mean, he would just scream. It
Right.
hurt so bad, but he never tried to bite me. He never tried to scratch me. He just screamed. So
He's
that's
such
the
a good
kind of
boy.
cat. Yeah, that was the kind of cat we're talking about. Just completely chill, really sweet boy.
Yeah.
Some reason Abra did not like him. She did not like him. And no matter how much he tried to be friends with her, she did not like him. She
Abra
would,
was not having it.
yeah, she would growl at him. She would swat at him. I would be running interference all the time. Now she's not in 24/7. She usually
Right,
comes in. She comes in to eat. She comes in like if it's really hot or if there's a lot of noise outside or something like that. But if it's a nice day, she'll be out because
right.
she's part of the colony. But she did not like Valentino, and
Poor baby.
she just was like when he was gone, and it was just so funny because as soon as he was removed from the apartment and put in
Right.
his forever home,
Yeah.
everything like that night everything was back to normal. It was just
Yeah.
so it was so freaky because the day before we're having all this chaos and behaviors that normally aren't there, and then you remove the one cat and everything's like okay, the power is now, the balance of power is restored, the dynamics
Right.
restored, everything's back.
Right.
it's really
And
it's
that just
really
goes to
interesting.
that goes to speak as to how resilient cats are, because people get real worried about their cats and like shifts in this and shifts in that, and oh, but I don't want to disrupt whatever. Cats are really resilient, you guys. I mean, what did I have? I had 17. I had 17 when I moved. I made a move from Minnesota to Missouri. I moved 17 cats from the only place any of us had ever known all the way to Missouri into a house. And I'll tell you what, these cats didn't miss a beat. They hit the ground running. They were like, right on, this is home. Okay, got it. And they were good. Poor Valentino. I hope he's feeling better now. So good of you to take care of him. Listen, Wanda is a powerhouse. She is an amazing woman. She does such great work with her colony cats and with her own cats. And Valentino, it just that is a testament to her dedication and devotion. And yes, Valentino is doing much better now and is in a very happy home.
Yeah, Valentino had a very happy ending.
Yes,
Valentino
very
is
very much so.
his wounds healed. He got neutered. He had
Yep.
his shots. He had everything done that needed to be done, and
Yep.
he's in a very he's. I mean, I was able to actually meet the person that was adopted because as a foster you don't always do that, but I was
Right.
actually able to, well actually the it's a cool story, and you can kind of follow it
Yep.
between Kim's channel and the
Yep.
the Armchair Cat Advocate channel,
Yep.
because we kind of dealt with it on both channels, but you can see the journey that he
Yeah.
took because Kim first.
It's a very happy
Yeah,
journey. It's a wonderful
yeah.
story. I'm so proud to have had any part in it and all. I'm so honored that we all got to be a part of that story because it's such a phenomenal story and it just speaks volumes to just what the power of just the community coming together.
Mhm.
It really does. What we can all accomplish if we all just band together and work for a common goal. Hi,
And if
Tiny
you,
One.
and
Hi,
if you
handsome.
don't want to watch I mean, we'd love you to watch all the videos and share and go on the journey with Valentino. But
Yeah,
I would encourage you to go on the Armchair Cat Advocate.
yeah,
There's a short video. It's what, maybe 3-4 minutes
yeah,
of the actual adoption,
yeah,
and the rescue group that I worked with is Feline Solutions here in Pennsylvania. They were phenomenal. They actually, and one of their volunteers, I got her on camera talking about what they do and the journey that cats need to make to get to be adopted, and she said that very much. She said it's amazing what can be accomplished when the community comes
yeah.
together to help a special animal.
Yes.
So, and
Hi,
you can
tiny
get
one.
to see the adopted mom, and it's very, and I'm getting emotional right now because it's just
I
such
know.
a,
It is. It's
yeah,
that
he's
was a
such,
that was a great
yeah, it
moment.
was just such a, it was so cool that we have this amazing community on started on Kim's channel, moving into the Armchair Cat Advocate. So we're having, like, I joke that, it's the Life with 18 Cats universe. Um and it's just, we have this amazing community that someone
We do.
from Kim's community actually said in chat, stepped up in chat and said, "I want Valentino."
Yep.
You know, she
And we did it.
the Valentino's mom lived close enough that it was a couple hours drive for her, but she lived close enough to where I'm at that able to make that drive, and she made the drive. It was like she drove
I
about
think I think
two
she would
hours.
have driven from California to get
Yeah,
Valentino. I think
I
she would
think
have
she would have.
driven from anywhere.
Yeah, she would have
Yep.
flew.
She would have. She would have definitely. Yeah. Missouri, you're lucky. No tornadoes, chasers drove through Missouri. Yeah, you know what, Heike, I've been watching that. I've been keeping an eye on that because I do have a couple of friends that are actually, and family that are in Arkansas right now. And yeah, it's been, listen, Wanda, it's been messy. It's been messy down there lately. They've had a rough go of things, bad. So how awesome that Valentino found a living home due to your community. Listen, dare to be different. I said this in a video shortly after this happened. I mean, and I'm gonna get choked up now again just thinking about it. But but let me tell you what, the thing that struck me, and yeah, I'm gonna cry. The thing that struck me after I watched Wanda's video of the actual like adoption, um, was all I could think to myself was, look what we did. Look what we did. We did something. We made a difference. We made this little community that we have. We made a difference in not only Valentino's life, but in Valentino's mom's life. We changed two lives. And that was something that just absolutely melted my heart and just reinforced my desire to do this. Because it was the best feeling in the world to know that a community of people across four separate states, all these people that we've never met each other in person, except for Wanda has now met Valentino's new mom. But other than that, before that, none of us have ever met in person. We just have a community that just had a desire to make a change for, in one life, and we did. And I thought that was so cool. Two cats are good all the time and groom each other until the guy starts cleaning. I, I, starts cleaning around her butt. Then I have to break it up, sort of like sandpaper. It's toilet paper.
There's friends again.
Listen, I'd be mad too. I'm not even going to say anything. I would be mad too. I lost my oldest kitty last week. Her name was Maisie, and she
Oh,
was 18. Her buddy, whose name is Buster Brown, is lost and is sad. Oh, Ginger, I'm so sorry for your loss, honey. That's so sad. That's so hard.
yeah,
I mean, the only solace I have about that is that you had 18. That kitty had 18 years. That's a
yeah.
long time. That's a full life. I mean, we can at least be grateful for that. And I'm so sorry that her buddy Buster Brown is so sad.
Yeah,
That's
and I
very
think,
sad.
and is it Ginger?
Yeah,
Trying to see the, yeah, so I have a little bit of glare there. Yeah, Ginger, I do. I have my condolences. I don't really have words, because I have no idea how you're
yeah,
feeling. I'm not
yeah,
gonna. I mean, I know how I would feel in that
yeah.
situation, but not you. But I just want you to understand that
Oh,
Kim and I acknowledge that the human animal bond is very
yes,
strong and very special,
yeah.
and that we would never try to downgrade that.
No,
So we
no.
we're here,
Yep,
we're going to hear, and we'll support you through this.
yeah.
You
And the
know,
community, obviously, I just saw a whole bunch of hearts just go up with everybody giving some love. So thank you guys so much for that. See, I'm gonna get
I
emotional
know.
again. I just listen, you guys. Whenever you guys come in here and I see you guys supporting each other and just lifting each other up and showing all that love to each other, it makes all of this so worth it and so just heartwarming to me. I just love it so much because there's so much bad things that are going on in the world right now. Just to be in this little area of the world and have so much support and so much love going all over the place with you guys is just it's overwhelming sometimes for me. It really is. I mean, obviously, because now I'm going to start crying. Dang
Well,
it! It's just an early morning stream, Wanda, and I'm crying.
I want to say hi to Chris Wiley. I want to
Yes,
say
hi,
hi,
Chris
Chris,
Wiley.
because Chris is a huge supporter of
Oh
the
yes,
Armchair Cat Advocate, and I appreciate Chris so much for that.
yes,
I know Chris also supports Life with 18
yep,
Cats, and so we just want to thank you so much for being part of the community
yeah.
and all the support
Always
that
being
you give us.
supportive and being loving and caring, and I just love it. Dare to be, I'm so sorry for your loss, Junior Mass and Busters as well. Yeah, thank you guys for being so supportive and so caring right now. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
and let's just for a
Hi,
minute,
ladies. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. Yay.
just for a minute, let's just acknowledge too that cats feel
Yeah.
trauma.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Cats. So yeah, so your cat, is mourning just
Yeah.
like you are. So
Yeah.
it's good that you have each other.
I'm going to tell a little story about this because it's relevant. And I've never told this story, but I'm going to tell this story. So when at one point I had a small kitty, his name was Watson. We didn't have him long, but him and Sherlock, he got the name Watson because when I got him and I was trying to figure out what to name him, it was him and Sherlock that were like thick as thieves, just loved each other. So I was like, well, it's only fitting that we have Sherlock and Watson, right?
Mhm.
Well, Watson died suddenly. And I literally, listen, Wanda, listen. For anybody that wants to know how crazy I am about this, I had a funeral. So this happened on a Thursday night. I had a funeral service Monday morning. I had people invited. We had 10 guests that morning for the funeral service. This is no joke. I even made breakfast for everybody afterwards. Um, but Sherlock came outside for the funeral service. He came outside and he sat down right next to where I was
Oh,
standing, and he walked up to the mound of dirt because we had just placed the box in. He walked up to the mound of dirt, sniffed at the box, and then came back over and sat next to me. And when it was over, he kind of looked up at me like, "Is it okay to go play now, Mom?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, go play." And he trotted off. But he sat there for the entire funeral service and even walked up and paid his respects to Watson.
mhm.
So when people start telling me, "Oh, I think my cats, can sense," no, they can. They
Mhm.
can. And that's a testimony to what you're saying about your cat being lost, Buster being lost. I believe that 100%. And
I
somebody
see
asked,
that.
Somebody
I
asked, I
also
wonder what it is
Yeah.
about cat lovers, what we all have in common to make us cat lovers. I don't know. I don't know what makes us all so. We are definitely a breed of our own, though.
I think honestly, I think a lot of it because I had dogs most of
Yeah,
my life.
yeah,
Um, I had to surrender them because of an illegal eviction, and it was like the worst thing I ever had to do in my life. And then
yeah.
I swore I would never have another companion
Right,
animal, like
right.
like a dog or a cat. I just had a bed of fish. That was fine. And then in 2020, when everything happened and things shut
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
I had been doing a lot of. I am on disability, so I did a lot of volunteer work, and that all went bye bye like overnight. And so I
yeah,
started working with the cats. The thing that I noticed with the cats that I never noticed with dogs is that the cats are. I mean, dogs can be empathetic too.
yeah.
Cats take it to a next level.
Oh, yeah,
Cats like are I think this is the issue. I think because cats are in that weird space of they are predator and they are prey.
yeah,
So they walk that weird line between
yeah,
two worlds.
yeah,
And for me it resonated because I am trauma impacted person diagnosed with PTSD, and I noticed the signs of PTSD in these
right,
cats.
right.
And so I've done a lot of trauma informed care trainings, and I had just done like an 18-month trauma informed care training. And so all the techniques that I learned in that and how to work with people that have trauma, I started modifying them to work with the cats.
Yeah,
And I had cats that did not want anything to do with me, but now, if you see at the beginning of this video, you see
yeah,
they want to come in the apartment, they want attention.
yeah,
And I think that's kind of I think people that are cat people, I think for the majority of people are introverted. I mean, even though
yeah.
we might appear extroverted, it's we mask to get along in the
Oh,
world.
yes. Oh, yeah.
But I think a lot of us are wounded inside.
Yeah,
We have trauma. We have we have that empathy, and that can be hard to live with, and that's
Yeah.
why so many people get involved. See people get involved with substance use, and they have
Yep.
mental health issues. I think that, like Kim saying, I think there is something fundamentally different with people that gravitate towards cats versus people that
Yeah.
gravitate towards dogs.
Oh, we
Because I
just built
definitely
different,
see,
Wanda.
yeah, I just definitely see a difference.
Yeah. And Lady S, Kim and Wanda, you are both amazing, and I'm so happy and proud to witness the amazing work you're doing with these channels. Lady S, thank you so much. That is, you know, it's comments like that that just make this, that make me just want to do better. I mean, really, thank you so much for that. That means so much to me that somebody, that you guys enjoy what we're doing and you guys are behind us. And Chris actually said cats have deep empathy. Yeah, you're right. I think cat lovers are very empathetic souls, and the cats can sense that. I think you are 100% correct. Yeah,
And it's a shame.
we just built different, baby.
Yeah, it's a shame that cats get such a bad rap.
Yeah,
They're I mean, and you know what? I'm going to be completely honest here, and I've talked about this before. I was that person. When I
yeah,
first moved over to this apartment, I thought
yeah,
the cats were a nuisance.
yep,
They were out there, they were ripping up trash, they were spraying, and they were smelly and yelling and all this stuff. And I just thought they were a nuisance. I really, I didn't dislike them. I didn't want to hurt them. I just
right,
really wasn't I just really wasn't sold on cats. And then it's like anything else. It's like any other, you know, until you start sitting with like people of diversity, different, I mean,
right,
and we know this is, I'm not going to go into do a deep dive in
right.
this, but you understand what I mean. If
Yeah,
you're talking to someone from a different culture, you
yeah,
might think, oh, well, what they're doing is really weird. But then when you sit down and actually talk to them, you have the conversation and you
right,
meet them at a human level, you start to understand, wow, this is really cool. That, their culture, wow, I understand now
yeah,
why they're doing this. The
yeah,
same thing with the cats. Once I sat down with them and started working with them and started just spending hours, because I spent hours sitting out there with the kittens, socializing the kittens, trying to get them ready to go to a rescue. And I just learned so much, and I would watch and I go, wait a minute, okay, well, that's not right. What my that belief is now challenged. That belief is now challenged. Well, Wanda, you're really stupid because all of this stuff that you believe is completely wrong.
Hey, don't you
And
ever call my friend Wanda stupid again. Don't you ever talk about my friend that way ever again.
how about ignorant? I was ignorant.
Okay, close minded.
Yeah, okay,
You're
close mind.
uneducated.
Uneducated. There we go.
You're uneducated. But you were open minded enough to allow yourself to be retrained in your way of thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty way to say. Okay, we can pretty it up. Just don't you ever talk about my Wanda that way again.
Well, Lady S said, well said, Wanda, about cats
Yeah,
having PTSD. Lady S,
yeah,
I want to tell you, I was at a conference last year. There was a presenter. She's from Canada, from a humane society in Canada. They actually have trainings. They have trauma informed care trainings. They're free for people that work in animal welfare.
right,
And she started her whole presentation by talking about research that's actually been done that shows cats do experience PTSD.
yeah,
They actually can get PTSD.
yeah,
Now, I don't know, where all this research is. I mean, she didn't really put links or anything, but I mean, this was somebody that was a researcher. So
right,
I have no doubt that what she's saying isn't factual. And the little bit of research that I did has definitely said that animals can experience trauma and they can experience PTSD,
right,
and cats and dogs in particular.
right. I'm trying. Listen, my phone, I can't let it sit in the window too much anymore because now the sun's starting to hit it and it's going to start heating up. So I'm trying to get it in a spot where it's not going to be. Listen, I have. Listen, anybody that knows this channel knows I struggle bus sometimes. My husband wasn't a cat person. Now they follow him around like the Pied Piper. Dare to be different. That is so cute. I love it so much. I love that. I love hearing about how people get converted into one of us. One of us. I love that so much. It's so great. Thank you, everyone, for caring. Hey, Ginger, thank you for being in here, and thank you for being such a wonderful support of. Because I know I've been seeing your name pop up a lot more lately, and I'm so grateful for that. So thank you. That means so much to all of us. It really does. People like us knew that all along, but I'm glad that science is starting to recognize that. Yeah, yeah, it is. It is nice to see. It's nice to see when things that you already know get validated with facts. I'm new and I just love y'all made this channel. Oh, TDZ55KKF. That is awesome. Thank you for being in here and thank you for being new. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad
And
you
let,
guys I'm glad you're enjoying it.
and let's just add this to Kim, because so I'm just going to talk quickly about the channels,
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm just going to say it again. We said it earlier.
Right.
I'm just going to say it again for
Right.
people that are joining. Um,
Have
Kim
at
has
it,
a
man.
channel. Kim has a channel called Life with 18 Cats, which is basically what it says: her life with 18 cats. And then
19.
she also
Don't forget
has
about cheese.
does no, she also, and well, she actually has 19 cats, but she's not changing the title.
I'm not.
She also does segments like life beyond 18 cats, so you can see a little bit of what she does without the cats, like cooking and things like that.
And gaming.
Her Yeah, her and I well, actually, I met her through YouTube. I had seen her channel. At the time, I was involved with a nonprofit, and I was involved in a working group of people with lived experience of homelessness, and I was looking for more people to join the group. And she was telling her story of how she came to this point, and it was so powerful. I was in tears. So I noticed that she was very responsive to comments. So I thought, I'm going to try, and I just threw it out there and I said, hey, this is what we're doing. Would you like to join? And she's like, sure, email me. I emailed her. The rest is history.
Yep.
So we got involved on that level.
Yep.
And we started working about advocacy around, maintaining the human animal bond,
Yep.
keeping pets and people together through,
Integrated case
yeah,
management.
yeah,
My
integrated
favorite
case
phrase.
management of combining animal welfare and human services,
Yep.
because they do overlap. A lot of animal welfare issues are also social justice issues. We got involved in the advocacy, and we were seeing more and more people come in and chat that were talking about the issues that we were talking about. They were experiencing them firsthand.
Yeah.
They were colony managers, they were doing TNR, they were
Yeah.
fostering. They were experiencing all these things, and there were people that couldn't have their cats, and they're having trouble with a landlord or whatever. And so we started talking about, wow, how can we deal with this? How can we, because
Yep.
it isn't like Kim has so much only has so much capacity for her
Right.
channel. I mean, she can
Right.
only do so much.
Right.
And it's her channel is like covers a certain theme and content. And this was out of the scope of the channel. So we talked about creating a new channel. So
Right.
we did that. We created the Armchair Cat Advocate, which is basically about animal welfare issues. We're looking to start like basically it would be like an online self-help group, like this
Mhm.
kind of thing. But we would sit and talk to people that are working with TNR, colony management, fostering, and people that aren't doing that. But because we do have people, this is a safe space for people to come in
Yeah.
and talk. Because
Yeah.
let's face it, like Kim just said, the story of Watson
Yeah.
and having a funeral. And, a lot of people would go like, what? That's just so weird. It's a cat. It's just a
That's
cat.
okay.
No, it's not just a
No, it's not.
cat.
It's sad.
It's not just a cat.
That's my
You
family.
know, and these issues are real.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a space where people can talk about this and they can feel safe talking about it, because that's the only way
And
we're going to
nobody's
get
gonna make
change.
them feel like they're weird because you know what? You're
Right.
not weird. These
No
cats are my
judgment.
family. Do
Hmm.
I have kids? Yes, I have kids. I have two kids. My kids are grown and they live 2 states away and they have their own lives and they're fine. I have my cats. My cats are literally my family and I don't care what anybody says. These are my family. And I will tell you right now, outside my kids, I think losing a cat would hit me harder than losing a human friend or a human, human bond, really. And I'm not saying that because I don't love anybody that's a human, but just the bond with my cats is really that strong that as hard as it would be to lose a friend, it would hit me harder to lose one of my cats. And anybody that's a cat person or that's around this channel long enough will understand what I mean by that. because Wanda knows I love Wanda. Losing Wanda would absolutely devastate my life. However, yes, losing one of my cats would devastate my life more. And I know Wanda doesn't take offense to that because it's not a matter of do I care about Wanda. It's just the bond you have with your animals is just something in its own on its own, on its own level.
Yeah, because
So yeah,
it's
so
you're no human. I mean, I don't care. I mean, Kim and I are very close.
yeah,
Um, we've shared a
obviously.
lot. Yeah, we shared we've shared a lot of we shared a lot of crap that we've been through.
Yep.
We have a lot in common. Um, and but the fact is that there's still things that that I'm not comfortable telling anyone, and I'm
Right.
sure Kim has the same thing. There's things
Oh
that
yeah, but Wanda has a way of making me talk, and I don't know how she does it. She's got some listen, you guys, don't let her fool you. She got some voodoo things going on. Because I have found myself telling Wanda things I don't want to tell nobody.
yeah, and Kim actually can cry and show emotion, believe it or
Shut
not.
up, Wanda. Why you gotta call me out like that? Why you gotta be that way? I thought we were friends.
There's nothing wrong with showing emotion, Kim. Now we've been over this.
I know. I lost my BFF male cat, my love, over a year ago, and it's taken a year to even say his name without sobbing. Listen, I am with you 100%. I get it. I don't even. So this has been my therapy recently. Um, I have lost a few cats along the way. And what my thing at my I do avoidance. That's my way of coping with things, and I know that that's not always the best thing to do. It's probably not the right way to do it, and I'll fully admit that. And so this channel has given me an opportunity to, instead of avoid those things, like I will literally like not go into certain areas of my phone where pictures are because I know that I'll be faced with a picture I don't want to deal with. So I just avoid it altogether. But through this channel, I have literally been doing deep dives into cats that I've lost and had to face that finally. And it has been such an emotional roller coaster, but at the same time, it has given me so much peace of mind and so much closure in those situations. So I totally understand what you're saying. I totally get it. It's hard. It's so hard. It really is. So my heart goes out to you. Yeah. I got. Hang on. I don't know if I can't do that. I don't. Jenna's texting me and Michelle's texting me and Diana's texting me. Apparently, I'm a very wanted woman right now.
What'd
And
you do now, Kim?
I don't know what I did wrong, but apparently I'm gonna find out.
Uh-oh.
Because listen, that's a trifecta of people trying to get a hold of me that I'm not real comfortable with right now. When Diana, Michelle, and Jenna are all like converging at one time, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot something. I know I did. And they're all going, hey Cam. So I'm gonna cut this off here in a second because I don't think I can't check my messages while I'm hosting the live stream. So, but yeah, um, you guys have been. Oh my god! I listen. My watch is telling me what to do. It's telling me it's time to get up and get moving. I'm doing a live stream. Leave me alone. I'm six
Oh,
foot one,
there's
220
Jenna.
straight male. Wait! I gotta. Oh, there's Jenna. Jenna. Did I do something wrong? Because you and Michelle and Diana are all messaging me at one time, and it's a little scary. I kind of want to hide. Blank Slate says, I'm a 6'1", 220 straight male looking like a lumberjack and I love my cats. I'm a cat nut. I hate being stigmatized as a crazy person just because I don't fit the normal narrative. Listen, Blank Slate,
Yeah,
I am your number one fan, dude.
me
Oh my
too.
god. Nope, just business. Okay, thank God. Now I gotta get cleared with through Michelle and Diana now. I was all worried you guys all messaged me at one time and I'm like, oh no, I don't wanna. I'm locking the doors. Hi, Jenna. Nice to have you in here, hon. Um, but yeah, I suppose I better go find out what the other ladies want now too. Oh, but yeah, no. Just as for Blake Slate, listen, you rock star. You rock
Yeah,
star. I love that. I have an image in my head right now of like Paul Bunyan with a
yeah,
cat instead of Babe the
yeah.
Blue Ox, and I love it. I am here for it. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I do too. And Kim, this is the thing. Like men always think that they're like closeted cat lovers. They don't want to admit it
Don't be a
because there's that
closet.
stigma. There's that
No.
stigma, and
Come
it
on out, guys.
yeah, come on out because honestly, there's like it's like walking the cute puppy in the park.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you guys ever heard of borrowing your kids' babies to
it's a
go for a
chick
walk
men.
and get girls? Seriously, I'm not joking. I know guys that have done that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. There is
You're just
nothing more attract. Hey, perfect. How you doing? Perfect decided to say, hey, Hair Talk, come here. Come here. Come here. I know she scared you. I know. Did she say rar? Did she say rar? Did she scare you? Oh no. Oh no, was you so scared? You were so scared. I know, I understand. It's okay. It's okay. We have to attend to the PTSD here. Yes. Hair Tot, it's okay. Well, Hair Tot was sleeping and Perfect just literally scared the pants off her. Oh. Oh yeah, there is nothing more attractive in my book than a guy that loves cats. You crazy cat man, I am here for that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's one. That's a man in my book. Anybody, yeah, any guy can walk around with a pit bull or something, but the guy walking around with a cat, I'm like, heck yeah, that's my kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Blank slate, here's the way I look at it. I look at it as, I have documentation that I'm crazy, but I own it. I own it because I don't want to be
No
normal.
thanks.
Normal is
Thanks.
boring.
Yeah, no, it is.
I have more fun with my crazy brain than, I
Yeah,
think these boring normal people will ever have.
I
I
plug
mean,
it.
I never if
I
I
think
was a
it.
normal person, I wouldn't be hanging around Kim.
Right, exactly.
I just
I think
wouldn't.
well, right, and you know what? Being normal has way too much responsibility and expectation on it. You know what? When you have the moniker of crazy cat lady, you'd be amazed how much the expectation goes down.
This is so cute.
Oh, Figaro.
No, no, LOL. It says
Oh,
LOL. My brother is same, huge bodybuilder, successful, etc. But when I go over to visit, hearing him baby talk his cats is so funny, cute, precious.
I love that so much. Figaro, what? Come on, get up here. Figs, pick a spot. Come on. What are you doing? Listen, you guys. You know what? They know. They know when you're doing something and when you're looking at
Yeah.
something because whatever you're looking at, they're like, I'm gonna stand right in front of it.
Yeah.
They've got an entire house with 2 floors and multiple bedrooms, and this cat is like, nope, I want to be right here. I think somebody
Jenna
wants my attention.
Jenna says crazy cat guys are just as fun as crazy cat ladies, and
Heck yeah,
Dare
they
to Be
are.
Different says cat daddies are cool. Yes, they are.
Yes,
But
they are.
wait a minute. But wait a minute. We have to make this disclaimer, Kim, because at Life of 18 Cats, we do have we do have a representation for cat daddies, and his name is Wendell.
Yes, Wendell.
We
Wendell
cannot.
is our
Wendell's
Wendell's
got the
our favorite
title
cat
of
daddy right now.
Supreme Cat
What you
Daddy.
doing? You
You
stop it right
know.
now. You stop it right now. You stop it right now, city boy. You being a city boy. No, you city little Figaro. No, you city Figaro. Yes, you are. No, you city little Figaro. I don't want to get him. No, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. I know. Okay, now he's being buoy.
Yeah. Oh, he is being buoy.
You gonna roll around, roll around. Oh, you're not gonna do it now. Oh yeah, there we go.
He's doing the
Figaro,
celebrity
Figaro.
kitty. That's the celebrity kitty role.
That's Figaro's version. We call it. I just say it's Mr. Figaro rolled around, rolled around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Figaro. It's okay. I know. Okay, so apparently I'm wanted in a lot of different areas. Figaro wants me. Diana wants me. Michelle wants me. So I'm gonna get out of here. Um. Yeah. So this was fun. This was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wanda.
You're welcome, Kim.
Oh, Michelle Figaro.
Thanks for inviting me into Crazy Cat Lady Land.
I love it. Yay. Okay,
This is
figures. Can I
cool.
say bye to everybody? Listen, I promise. I'm saying bye to everybody, and then we'll give you all the attention you want. Okay, I promise. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for having so much fun with us and being so supportive and so wonderful. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great Memorial Day. Relax, chillax, have some fun. Have a few for me because I'm not.
I'm going to end with this final comment.
Okay.
David Turner says, I got a cat. His name's Tiggy. Oh, that's cute. Tiggy. And he's 15 years old.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's wonderful. All right, guys. We will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.